look what I found.
Cool.
Get together, get together.
Alright.
Look how skinny we are.
Oh my god, I know. That camera looks exactly like the one I found in my grandma's closet.
Really?
What? That's how old I thought.
Okay. I wonder how this works. Well, come on then, I'll show you.
Alright. I'm not gonna get out. Ow!
So how does this camera look on the inside? Well, let's open it up and find out.
Alright.
No!
What? You said let's open it.
Not like that. We have to talk about the outside first.
So this is your average Polaroid camera. In the back we have the eyepiece that you look into. And then in the front, all you have to do is flip this up. And then it shows you your flash, the eyepiece, the lens where it captures the picture. This is your zoom. This is how you darken the picture or lighten the picture. This is where you take the picture. Then with this little button on the side, you push forward and it comes down. And you put the film into this case. The film goes into here, and then you put the case back. Close this up, and then press the button, and voila, the picture's taken.
What works inside of the camera is a completely different thing.
There's only really kind of one type of lens in this Polaroid camera, and it's actually this one right here, which is the convex lens, which has the outward curvature. If you look over here at this first diagram, I'm going to show you how the light works when the object is actually farther away from the lens. Over here, this is the object. Right here is going to be our focal point 1 and 2. When light is reflected from the object and it gets refracted, which has been through the lens and goes through focal point 2, it's going to end up having the object actually look much smaller than it actually really appears. So our real image is going to look much bigger than our smaller image. If we're going to look at the diagram even more, this towards the lens is going to actually be our angle of incidence because it's actually in front of the lens. Behind it is going to be our angle of reflection because this is actually what's being reflected from the lens. Now if we look at our second diagram over here, we're going to see that the lens is actually closer to the real object than it was in the very first diagram. In this diagram, we're still going to have the same thing, our object being right here and our image that is actually from the camera being here, our focal points 1 and 2, our angle of incidence is still going to be here, which again is the angle that's in front of the lens, and our angle right here, which is the angle that's behind the lens. In this case, when the light is going to be refracted, again, bent from the lens, it's going to go through focal point 2, and in the end, the image is going to be actually looking much bigger than the object that it actually sees. Why? Take that like when you're zooming in. If you're too far from an object and you zoom in, the object is actually going to look bigger in the end because you moved closer to the lens.
When you take the picture, the shutter opens and allows light into the lens. The light travels through the lens and is imprinted on the chemicals, which is pressed onto the silver compound, which is already on the Polaroid picture. When the chemicals are pressed onto the silver compound, they react and form the image that you see when the picture is dispelled from the camera. So that's how it works.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
I don't know about all that, but it does make a little bit more sense. This is my oh sh.
This is what?
This is my Brad Pitt moment.